typical project RV style, we're winging it. And it seems pretty appropriate for our last Washington RV adventure. I think I have a plan.
Okay. Are you gonna be able to move that?
Are we racing them now?
Yes.
We've definitely picked up the pace. She was like, no, no, no. Our bears are nice around here. Okay, because we are in full night mode. We're going double black diamonds.
Oh.
The liquid courage is working.
From hot springs to cold slopes, we're taking you on 2 epic adventures in the Snoqualmie area.
Yesterday, you could not drive an RV through this mountain pass, and if you didn't have an all-wheel drive vehicle, you had to have chains on your car.
Yeah, that's definitely something to look out for whenever you're RVing in the winter in Washington. There tends to be some road closures.
Today, we got the all clear.
Weather changes quickly in this area, especially during the winter, so it's a good idea to check ahead for road closures and chain requirements. Thankfully, they worked quickly and it was smooth sailing for our 2-hour drive to the RV park where we'll be staying for our adventures.
We don't have a site that has water available, but thankfully, they've got a spigot that works right next to the office. What do you think? Like 2/3 should do us?
I think that'll do it. Don't want it too low because then it might freeze.
Yep.
Got a bit of a roadblock. Are you gonna be able to move that?
Sure hope one of those doesn't fall on the RV.
Where'd he go? It's out there scouting it out somewhere. We unfortunately are not having the best of luck at this campground so far because the office was closed and nobody answered our calls. We're not really sure where to go and we're trying to figure it out for ourselves. There was already a down tree and now we just kind of ran into a dead end where we would have to take the RV through snow, and I don't think we're prepared to do that right now. That was quite a journey.
I think I have a plan.
Okay.
Let's see. Even in the snow and the slush, she's a professional parker.
We made it.
Oreo, you love you some snow. Barley loves making yellow snow, apparently.
This might be our fault, but I could have sworn I booked a reservation online. But when I looked, no confirmation email, and by the time we got here, the office was closed. So nobody's answering the phone. We parked somewhere where nobody else is, and hopefully won't bother anybody, and hopefully we won't get snowed in.
There is definitely people camping here right now, so we'll get it figured out in the AM. But good news is it's a great location for everything we're gonna get done this weekend.
The next day, we got an early start into the forest for our first steamy adventure.
And I guess that right there is why some people recommend you bring a saw with you.
Well, we have one, but it's kind of a garbage saw, so I don't really think it would do us any good.
Yeah, I brought it, but...
To reach Goldmyer Hot Springs, it's over an hour drive from Highway 90 to the trailhead. And the last 6 miles are no joke. With so many potholes, I felt like we were going to bounce off the road. They highly recommend a vehicle with at least 8 to 9 inches of clearance, especially during the winter. You may also need snow chains, so make sure you check out their website for the most recent condition report. Once you finally make it to the parking lot, the adventure's not over yet. Now we start our hike on the Dutch Miller Gap Trail.
A 4 a.m. wake up, close to freezing temperatures, a 10-mile hike, and we're still not sure if we're even going to be able to get into this thing. Here's how we got here. we went to make a reservation online, and of course we're a little late, and it turns out you have to make it within 48 hours of your arrival, which we were definitely not.
So now it's turned into Operation Walk In and hopefully Get In. And here's the deal, they do take 20 people per day. And there was 6 cars in the parking lot, but we don't know how many people were in those cars. We don't know how many people had reservations, how many people, so.
Good thing we only have to walk like 4.5 miles to figure it out.
Okay, we might have a problem. Look back in the distance and there's 3 people behind us. Did they have a reservation? Are they a walk-in? Are we racing them now?
Yes.
We've definitely picked up the pace.
Between this and what we have planned for tomorrow, our legs are gonna be so sore.
Okay, well, signs are good. That means we're almost there. Okay, we made it. It's the moment of truth. Here's the deal. We made it. We've signed the waiver, we've paid, we have a receipt, and we made it within the 20-person limit. There's 14 people up at the hot spring currently. And they don't want us to go up there because they think it's gonna be a little too crowded right now.
Yeah, so they told us to go have some lunch, wait around, and see if some people come out.
It gets dark in the woods early, so we're gonna see how long we actually do wait. It looks like 7 or 8 campsites right over here by the river.
Overnight camping is also allowed here with the $10 fee per person.
I think maybe my favorite part of the check-in was when they confiscated my bear spray as a weapon. And I was like, okay, lady. She was like, no, no, no. Our bears are nice around here. Okay. All right. Well, there's still people up here, but we got the all clear, y'all. We're going.
It's Grandpa.
That's an old growth tree, y'all. 1,000 years old, she said.
Goldmyer Hot Springs flows out of an old mine shaft at 125 degrees all year round, and the cave hovers around 111 degrees. The water flows down to the lower pools with progressively cooler temperatures, and there's even a cold water pool for cold plunges. We lucked out with our walk-in, but reservations are highly recommended 48 hours ahead of time and $30 per adult.
Ring your bell. Okay, we came, we saw, we conquered, and really glad that our last minute plans actually worked out.
Yeah, and those hot springs were super, super relaxing. Like, I could have stayed there all day. If I could suggest one thing to all of y'all out there trying to come here, is that you should leave way earlier than you think you should.
We are very much natural hot spring people, and there's actually quite a few of them here in Washington State, but unfortunately this is the only one that we got to. So thankfully it was a really good one. And with that said, we're now on Operation Get Out of the Woods before it's pitch black.
Let's go.
We forgot to mention, definitely bring headlamps because we are in full night mode.
And we should note that it's only 4:30.
No rest after our long hike. The next morning, we were up early to hit the slopes on the summit at Snoqualmie.
Great.
Rentals, check. Maybe you've been with us in winters past. If you have, you know Victoria very much still a beginner level skier. So always first order of business is liquid courage.
Yeah, but this place actually has a really cool lodge, and it looks like during the busy season there's a barbecue and a couple of restaurants. Not bad.
Start with the bunny hill.
Let's go.
These little bunny hill conveyor belts are a lot harder to get on and off than a regular ski lift. Now that she's got the bunny hills out of the way, we're going double black diamonds.
Whoa!
She said, or I'll just bomb it. You all right?
Sorry.
Well, no worries. Try and get at least one to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Good run. Very good run.
Hey, glad you made it.
Yeah,
through,
man.
right?
Hey. Did pretty good on her first run, gotta say. It's funny, she's scared, but then she chooses to bomb the hill. Keep the tips up. In my role when we're skiing, lag behind in case I gotta pick her up. All right, let's go. She is bombing it.
Good one.
So far so good. We're about halfway through our day and Victoria's got 2 falls, both fairly epic.
Go big or go home.
All right, second half of the day. She keeps trying to go higher and higher. The liquid courage is working.
The summit at Snoqualmie is about 45 minutes from Seattle, and it has 3 main separate skiing areas: west, central, and east. We decided to hang out at Central for the day.
One of the hazards of following your wife everywhere is she makes sudden stops. And I just ate it. I feel like I should give myself credit today because I'm almost like an X Games videographer the way I've been getting these shots.
I mean, those were pretty good.
She's a professional.
With 25 lifts covering over 2,000 acres, there is plenty of space to have fun for all skill levels. The lift tickets ran us about $80 a person, and after $60 a person rentals, it kind of started adding up. But it was very well maintained, and the employees were so nice, and we really enjoyed ourselves.
Ball number 3.
Having too much fun.
Hello out there.
Can't see anything.
All right. Cloud has officially rolled in. You can see like 20 feet in front of you right now.
Another cool thing about the summit is that they allow overnight dry camping with your RV in their parking lot for a fee with a reservation.
Did you hear the old person? Ugh, as we got up? That was me.
Okay, last run of the day. You ready to shred some nar-nar?
Let's go.
Okay, some pretty big spills, but no major injuries. And look, we try and get this done at least once a year in the last bunch of years. And Victoria, she's getting better, y'all.
It might be the CTE talking, but like I actually really did have a good time this time.
Not a single tear, y'all. The Drew Brew.
After a day on the slopes, we decided to hit up the local brewery.
Old cider. Perfect for a 32-degree day.
Well, I feel like I got hit by a train between what turned out to be more than a 10-mile hike and quite a few wipeouts on the mountain yesterday.
Definitely a little rough on the body over the last 2 days, but I gotta say, all in all, it all worked out despite our last-minute planning. Universe is on our side on this one. And we know it's been a while, but it's time for a Project RV Campground review. Boop.
Silver Ridge Ranch seems like it would be a really, really cool place to come hang out in the summer. It is absolutely huge. They have stalls where you can bring your horses. However, I will say during the winter, it's pretty bare bones. We had a really hard time getting a hold of anybody, and we finally got a hold of someone and were able to pay cash.
We paid $50 per night, and that's power only, but we were able to fill up our fresh tank and we're about to hit the dump station on the way out. I'd say probably the best part about this place was its location, because it's only 20 minutes from Snoqualmie Summit where we skied and about 45 minutes to an hour to the trailhead where we were hiking.
Also, if you come during the right season, it has a bar. Honestly, winter RVing is just really difficult, especially in a state like Washington where they have real winter. Everything's not open, it's harder to get to places, and we're really looking forward to going somewhere hopefully a little warmer.
We're definitely looking forward to the next chapter and excited to share with you where we're going to be headed next. So I think we'll probably be doing that on the next episode, and we'll catch y'all then.
Bye.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to see where our next adventure takes us, and follow along with all our social media at Project RV Living Lost.